Introduction. Relevance of leadership in the modern world. Leadership is an essential pillar of any successful organization or initiative in today's globalized and ever-evolving environment. In an era marked by rapid technological advancements, economic uncertainties, and significant societal shifts, the role of a leader transcends traditional boundaries of mere management. Effective leadership is increasingly recognized as a critical determinant of organizational resilience and adaptability. Leaders are not only expected to steer their organizations towards strategic goals, but also to inspire innovation, foster a positive work culture, and ensure sustainability. The demands placed on modern leaders are multifaceted. They must excel in a dynamic environment, demonstrating an ability to make quick yet informed decisions, manage diverse teams, and navigate through economic and geopolitical tensions. Moreover, today's leaders are tasked with motivating their workforce, addressing stakeholders' needs, and maintaining a competitive edge in a saturated market. The complexity of these responsibilities highlights the need for leaders who are not just managers, but visionaries capable of anticipating future trends and steering their organizations accordingly. How Stoicism can help develop leadership qualities. In the face of these challenges, Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that promotes resilience, rationality, and virtue, emerges as a particularly relevant guide for modern leaders. Founded in the early 3rd century BC by Zeno of Citium, Stoicism has influenced great minds from Roman emperors to contemporary thought leaders. The philosophy teaches the importance of self-control, ethical living, and emotional intelligence, qualities that are indispensable for effective leadership. Stoic principles empower leaders to manage their emotions and reactions to external events, skills that are crucial in high-stress environments. By focusing on what they can control, such as their actions and attitudes, leaders can better navigate the complexities of modern organizational dynamics. Stoicism encourages leaders to focus on reason and logic, rather than getting swayed by fleeting emotions, which can lead to more consistent and fair decision-making. Moreover, Stoicism offers valuable insights into handling failure and success. It teaches that external events, both good and bad, should not disturb one's inner peace, and that true happiness comes from fulfilling one's duties with excellence and integrity. This perspective helps leaders maintain their composure and stay motivated, regardless of external circumstances. The core Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance are particularly aligned with the qualities needed in effective leadership. Wisdom involves the insightful understanding of a situation and the foresight to anticipate outcomes. Justice relates to dealing fairly and ethically with all stakeholders, ensuring that actions and decisions are morally sound. Courage in Stoicism involves not only bravery in the face of challenges, but also the conviction to stand by one's principles despite external pressures. Lastly, temperance, or self-discipline, aids leaders in managing their desires and impulses, ensuring that they act in the best interests of the organization and its people. Through the lens of Stoicism, leaders can cultivate a leadership style that is not only effective in achieving organizational goals, but also in nurturing a healthy, ethical, and sustainable organizational environment. This philosophical approach helps leaders build strong teams based on mutual respect and shared values, drive performance without compromising ethical standards, and lead with a sense of purpose that transcends profit-oriented goals. In this exploration of Stoicism's relevance to modern leadership, we will delve deeper into specific Stoic principles and their application in everyday leadership scenarios. We will examine how embracing Stoic practices can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. This detailed analysis will not only illustrate the practical benefits of Stoicism for current and aspiring leaders, but also highlight its timeless wisdom in cultivating leaders capable of navigating the future's uncertainties with grace and resilience. Core principles of Stoicism for leaders. Understanding the dichotomy of control. One of the most foundational Stoic principles is the dichotomy of control, which teaches the separation of things into two categories: those within our control and those outside of it. For leaders, this distinction is particularly empowering. By recognizing that they can control their responses, decisions, and actions, but not necessarily the outcomes or external events, leaders can focus their energy more effectively and maintain stability in tumultuous situations. This principle helps leaders prioritize their actions based on what will be most effective and ethical, rather than expending unnecessary energy on uncontrollable factors. For example, a leader can control the effort and resources allocated to a project and the strategy used to execute it, but they might not control the market reaction to a new product launch. By focusing on improving their strategies and processes, factors within their control, leaders can adapt more quickly to feedback and market changes without becoming demoralized by factors beyond their reach. Cultivating inner peace. Stoicism promotes inner peace as a means to withstand the vicissitudes of fortune. For leaders, maintaining inner peace is crucial in a role that often involves high stress, criticism, and constant challenges. Inner peace in a Stoic context does not mean being emotionally unresponsive or indifferent, but rather maintaining a calm and balanced mental state that enables rational decision-making and effective leadership. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness meditation, and scheduled reflection time can be instrumental for leaders to achieve this state. These practices help in distancing oneself from the immediate emotional responses and allow a more thoughtful evaluation of the situation at hand. This could mean taking a moment to breathe deeply before responding to a critical email, or setting aside time at the end of the day to reflect on the day's events and one's reactions to them. Living in accordance with virtue. Stoicism doesn't just teach resilience and emotional control, it also emphasizes living a life of virtue. The Stoic virtues, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance are particularly applicable to leadership. Each virtue can guide leaders in making decisions that are not only effective, but also ethical and just. Wisdom involves making decisions that are informed, thoughtful, and reflective of both short-term and long-term impacts. Justice ensures that these decisions are fair, considering the well-being of all stakeholders, and promote equality and integrity within the organization. Courage allows leaders to make tough decisions and stand by them, even when they are unpopular or involve personal risk. Temperance involves regulating one's desires and impulses, ensuring that decisions are not driven by passions, but by what is best for the organization and its people. Embracing the present moment. The Stoic practice of focusing on the present moment is incredibly valuable for leaders. It aligns with the modern concept of mindfulness, which has been shown to improve focus, reduce stress, and increase emotional intelligence. Leaders who embrace the present are more attentive to the processes and relationships that drive their organizations. They are better equipped to notice issues before they escalate and to appreciate the contributions of their team, fostering a positive and productive work environment. In the context of leadership, this might involve truly listening during meetings rather than planning the next thing to say, or focusing fully on the task at hand rather than being distracted by other concerns. This practice helps in building stronger connections with team members and making more considered decisions. In summary, the Stoic principles provide a robust framework for effective and ethical leadership. By understanding what is within their control, maintaining inner peace, adhering to a virtuous life, and staying present, leaders can navigate the complexities of their roles with greater efficacy and integrity. These principles do not just make for better leaders, they cultivate individuals who can transform their organizations and the lives of those within them for the better. Applying Stoic principles in leadership scenarios, managing stress and emotional resilience. Leadership inevitably involves facing high-pressure situations, conflicts, and crisis management, all of which can generate significant stress. Stoicism teaches leaders to distinguish between what they can control and what they cannot, a vital skill in managing stress effectively. By focusing their efforts on their own actions and reactions, leaders can maintain a sense of control and composure even in turbulent times. For instance, consider a leader who is facing a severe financial downturn in their company. Instead of succumbing to panic, which would likely exacerbate the situation, the leader can apply Stoic principles by focusing on devising a clear, rational plan for cost-cutting and revenue generation. This approach not only mitigates stress, but also provides constructive direction to the team, enhancing collective resilience. Additionally, Stoicism promotes the acceptance of setbacks as part of life, encouraging leaders to view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. This perspective shifts the narrative from victimhood to empowerment, a key component in building emotional resilience. Leaders who embrace this mindset can inspire their teams to persevere through difficulties rather than feeling defeated by them. Making informed decisions. Decision-making is at the core of leadership. Stoicism equips leaders with the tools to make decisions calmly and rationally, free from hasty judgments, influenced by intense emotions or external pressures. This is achieved through the practice of reflective contemplation, which involves considering the potential impacts of decisions thoroughly before acting. For example, a leader might use Stoic reflection to consider the long-term impacts of a decision to lay off part of their workforce. Instead of reacting swiftly to financial pressures, they would weigh the benefits against the potential harm to employee morale and the company's reputation, striving to find a balance that upholds Stoic virtues of justice and temperance. Moreover, Stoicism encourages leaders to consult with trusted advisors and gather diverse perspectives. This collaborative approach fosters a broader understanding and helps avoid biases, leading to more equitable and wise decisions. Effective communication and conflict management. Communication is fundamental in leadership, and Stoicism can greatly enhance a leader's ability to communicate effectively. Stoic principles stress the importance of clarity, honesty, and integrity in all communications. By practicing Stoic mindfulness, leaders can ensure that their words and actions are consistently aligned with their values and the organization's best interests. In managing conflicts, Stoic leaders are encouraged to approach disputes with a mindset of understanding and resolution, rather than blame or conquest. This might involve mediating a disagreement between team members by focusing on the underlying concerns rather than the surface emotions. By fostering an environment where open, respectful communication is the norm, leaders can resolve conflicts more effectively and maintain a harmonious team dynamic. Cultivating team cohesion and morale. The Stoic leader's role extends beyond managing tasks and making decisions. It also involves nurturing a positive team culture. Stoicism teaches that the well-being of each individual contributes to the strength of the whole. Leaders who apply Stoic principles often prioritize the development and happiness of their team members, recognizing that a supported and cohesive team is more productive and engaged. Activities such as team-building exercises, regular feedback sessions, and opportunities for professional growth can all be part of a Stoic approach to leadership. These initiatives not only enhance team morale, but also build a culture of trust and mutual respect, which are crucial for long-term success. In conclusion, applying Stoic principles in leadership scenarios offers a solid foundation for managing stress, making balanced decisions, communicating effectively, and fostering team cohesion. These practices not only lead to better leadership outcomes, but also contribute to a more ethical and fulfilling organizational culture. The integration of Stoicism into daily leadership practices can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and success, benefiting both the leader and their team. Real-life case studies and research case study. 1. Stoic leadership in business. Consider the example of Elizabeth, a CEO of a multinational corporation, who faced a significant challenge when her company's main product was recalled due to safety concerns. Instead of reacting with panic or frustration, Elizabeth embraced Stoic principles, focusing on what she could control, her response to the crisis, and her strategy for communication. She held a series of transparent meetings with stakeholders, outlined a clear plan for rectifying the issue, and maintained open lines of communication with customers and the public throughout the recall process. Elizabeth's calm demeanor and methodical approach reassured stakeholders and customers, minimizing the potential damage to the company's reputation and ensuring a swift resolution to the crisis. Her leadership during this time exemplified the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, and courage, and her ability to maintain inner peace under pressure enabled her to make thoughtful decisions that ultimately benefited her company and all involved parties. Case Study 2. Military Leadership and Stoicism. General Thompson, a military commander, often found himself under intense stress during deployments in conflict zones. Drawing on Stoic principles, he developed a routine of reflective practice and disciplined mindfulness, which he also encouraged among his troops. This practice helped them maintain emotional control and clear judgment in life-threatening situations. Thompson's leadership style was deeply influenced by Stoic ideals, focusing on the virtues of courage and temperance. His approach not only kept his soldiers focused and disciplined, but also fostered a resilient mindset that proved crucial in overcoming adversities on the battlefield. His ability to remain composed and make strategic decisions under extreme pressure was a direct result of his commitment to Stoic practices, which enhanced not only his performance but also that of his entire unit. Research findings. Recent studies underscore the efficacy of Stoic practices in leadership roles across various sectors. Research conducted at a leading university found that leaders who engage in Stoic practices, such as daily reflection and emotional regulation, exhibit higher levels of decision-making competence and lower levels of stress. Another study highlighted in the Journal of Behavioral Science demonstrated that executives trained in Stoic principles reported a significant improvement in their leadership effectiveness, particularly in their ability to manage teams and handle crises. These studies align with the theoretical underpinnings of Stoicism, suggesting that the ancient philosophy's focus on control, virtue, and mindfulness can substantially benefit modern leaders. The ability to distinguish between what one can and cannot control, a central tenet of Stoicism, equips leaders with a practical framework for navigating the complexities of their roles with greater efficacy and ethical integrity. Overcoming obstacles to adopting Stoic leadership. Addressing common misconceptions. One of the primary barriers to integrating Stoicism into leadership is the misconception that it promotes emotional detachment or indifference. In reality, Stoicism encourages not the absence of emotions, but the management of them in a healthy and constructive manner. Leaders who understand this can harness their emotions to foster empathy and connection, rather than being ruled by them. Building a support system. For leaders interested in Stoic philosophy, building a support system of like-minded individuals can be invaluable. This might involve forming a study group with other executives who are interested in Stoic principles, attending workshops and seminars on Stoic leadership, or even working with a coach who specializes in philosophical approaches to management. Conclusion. Stoicism offers a powerful toolkit for modern leaders, providing strategies for managing stress, making balanced decisions, and leading with integrity. By embracing Stoic principles, leaders can enhance not only their own effectiveness, but also the well-being and performance of their teams, As we continue to navigate a world full of uncertainties and challenges, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism remains ever relevant, guiding leaders towards more fulfilling and impactful leadership practices.